Okay, let's see. We'll play some blitz today. Just gonna make a move in this correspondence game before I time out. We'll castle. Okay. Let's see. Let's play blitz. 5+0. Got 2006. We'll play d4. g6. We'll go for an Austrian attack. Knight f3. Play e5. Okay, they go knight h5. Okay, knight g3 is a threat. I could play like king f2 maybe? Or maybe just... Okay, then we'll just play rook g1. Go g4 next. Okay. Let's see. I can go g4 now. Knight takes. And g5. Yeah, that looks good. g4. Knight takes f4. And g5. So opponent should not be allowing this. g5 attacks the bishop. Attacks the knight. Opponent has to give up a piece here. Knight h3 doesn't work because it's defended. Okay. We'll go bishop f4. Defend the center pawn. Okay, we'll take. I think I'll play queen e2. Okay, knight takes. Hold on. I could just trade in the center again. Win a pawn. Okay, they took my pawn. I'll take again. Anticipating they'll trade queen. Okay, they don't trade queens. I'll play queen e2. Offer trade queens. Could also play something like king f2 and then threaten bishop d6. Something like that. Except I think just queen e2 is better. If they take, I'll play knight takes. Okay, they take. Rook e8. King f2. Anticipating like bishop b2. Rook b1. And... okay, that's annoying. I missed 94. Okay, I'll go back. Probably should have gone this way instead. Okay, they played bishop b2. We'll play rook b1 and take b7. Hold on. If I take, they take with check and win the rook. So let's not take. Okay. King c1. There. No, I'm still threatening the bishop. And then I'll take b7. Something like bishop d2, bishop d2, knight d2, knight d2, and then take. Okay. So they don't do that. Except takes, and there's a fork. So we'll play rook b3, trying to force his bishop away. Trying to, we're gonna try to win it. Okay. I think I can just sack the rook here. I'll take. Takes. Defends a2. Okay, they attack the knight. We'll defend the knight. Play like 95 next. Hold on. Yeah, 95. Okay, they attack my bishop. I'll come back to defend the bishop. I guess they could play rook c4. Okay, I'll play bishop e5, attack the rook, and indirectly defend the knight. They could still play rook c4, but then I can move the knight out. I'm only down 1 point material. I have the 2 horses for the rook and 2 pawns. So, I'm not really that much worse, I don't think. Let's play rook g3, defend the knight, maintain defense of the pawn. If they take, I'll play pawn takes probably. Okay, let's go a3. Stop anything from happening on the queen side. Okay, rook c4. Let's go bishop f6. Okay, they defend they attack the knight. Let's play rook e3. We'll threaten mate. Okay, they don't fall for our little tricks, which is really too bad. Let's play knight b4. If a5, I'll take on b5 and attack the rook. Okay. I think I'll play rook d3, threaten mate again, force like rook a8, and now, okay. If they go a5, where does the knight go? Back to a2? Okay, that's not the worst thing. I think I'll go like rook d6, threaten to win the pawn. And now this allows knight c6. And I can come in and check the king. Okay. They play b4. What do I want to do? I think I have to take. And I'll give a check. And now I'll play knight b5. Well, maybe not to c7, but I could definitely move the knight in. I'll also play like knight g6 at some point. Okay, I'll take the bishop. And I'll play knight d4. We'll attack f5. Okay, how do we stop the pawn? Knight f3? Looks simplest. Okay, rook c3 is impossible. Rook a3. I can play like rook d3. Okay, we'll play rook d4. Trade out the rooks. Okay, now we win b4 as well. Bishop d2. Okay, let's run with the king. Oh wait, they just fork. Right. Bishop a5. Check. 95. Looks like I have to take. And I can hopefully win the spawn. Bishop d2. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, too slow. Just f6 would be good, right? No? Okay, I think I gotta draw. Or should I step back? Wait, I get in front of the pawn now. Gonna flag. Okay, cool. So I get the draw down 9 seconds with 30 seconds left on my clock. But we get the draw and we keep the 2000 rating. Okay. d5. Knight c6. e5. Okay, we were threatening e4, but playing it now is a little better, rather than letting the queens get off. Okay. They have 3 attackers on the pawn, which means I'm probably going to lose it. So I think I'll play bishop f5, and they can just win it outright right now. I mean, the only thing I have going for me is that I'll trade queens and castle a check. Yeah, okay. Check. Castle. Play knight e4. Okay, bishop d2. Yeah. Okay, I could play bishop b4, but then c3. Let's see. I could also play knight d4, but then like e3 just kicks the knight out. So I think I'll play bishop e4, c3, bishop a5, b4, bishop e6, and then I can trade the knight, trade the bishop for knight, and win f2. Okay. Let's go rook e8. We'll line up on the king. Get the rooks in the center files. I feel like I'm a little better here. Let's go knight e5 and knight c4. Okay, I'll take. And then what's the plan after knight c4? I just win the bishop. b4, rook d2. Okay, good game. Okay, we got 20-30. We'll play d4 and e4 and bishop e3 for the elephant gambit. Okay, they take. I'll play f3. Oops, got a pre-move. 2 games ago, we almost lost on time. We had about a second left, so let's not run into that issue again. I used to never flag in 3+0 on my phone, and now I flag in 5+0. Or at least almost. Okay. Queen e1. I'll play knight d2. c3 if the bishop comes b4. Okay, let's go bishop b4. If I put a pawn in f6, I think that's a win. Alternatives like queen d7, or bishop e7, or knight back to f6. If knight f6, I'll probably just play knight e5. Okay. They play bishop e7. I'll play queen h4. f6, I'll go queen h5. g6 and sack the bishop. Now my queen's on the h-file. They can't even play h6 because that doesn't really threaten anything. If they took, I would just... Okay, I'm trying to figure out what knight e3 does besides just wasted tempo. I mean, sure, it attacks my rook. I can't take with the bishop because... because I lose my queen, but probably shouldn't liquidate the pressure either. So I'll play rook e1. Attack the knight. Probably knight f5. It goes right back. What? Okay, c4. Play knight c3 next. Yeah, I was anticipating knight f6. So knight c3. They're not threatening to take. So I'll play rook d1. As soon as they castle, I'm going to sack on h6. The only problem is that I don't have a rook on f1 to lift f3. But I could always play rook e4, rook d4. Hey James, how you doing? Doing pretty good. Welcome back. Let's see. I think I'll take. Oh, wait, they took? They could have taken my bishop. Interesting. Okay. Bishop e4. We'll attack b7 and attack the queen. Okay, so they defend. However, we can play a3 first and knight d5. Actually, I think I like that my rook's on f1. It allows bishop c4 to... It avoids the tempo that bishop c4 would win. Okay, knight e5. Okay, so knight d5, there's cd5, fork. Bishop d5, there's cd5, and that just looks good for me. So they take on e4. That was a pawn, right? Oh, that was bishop? Oh, right. Right. Should remember these things. Okay, I think I'll take. Now I'm gonna take the bishop next. Take the knight next. That knight doesn't have a desperado. It can't go to. It could go to c3, but I guess I'd just take it. Actually, this bishop was free, kind of. Knight takes, queen takes, mate. So they take with a bishop, but now I think they're just losing after a cd. And now I have this rook. This knight's under attack. This knight's under attack. If I move the bishop, the king's under attack. Probably play bishop c5. Okay. So I'll play rook d5. Rook e4. And we have d6 on the way. Okay, they play f6. I can just play like. Hold on. Doesn't rook e1 just pick up a piece? Yeah. Okay, so I win a piece. They play rook f7, which loses their queen. Let's play King f2. Cover anything from coming to e2. And queen c4. Defend the pawn. And threaten a discovered check. Okay, queen c5. Let's go knight d4 and play knight e6. That looks annoying. That's basically how I decide what moves to play, based on how annoying they are. Okay. Okay, so rook e5 is definitely something I should have considered when thinking about what my opponent would play. Okay. I think I can just go... No, I can't go knight e6 anyway. Okay, I'll go knight f3 back. Just concede that I've lost a pawn. Okay, queen c4. We'll pin the rook. Okay, so material's equal, but I do have the queen, so I think it should be a little better. Could have gone queen b4 and won a pawn, but I guess there's c5. Okay, I'll go b4. Try to chip away at that. Oh, right, b5. Right. Okay. Let's go queen f4. Maybe sneak into b8. They can just go c4 though. Or even take. I think c4 would be more annoying. Yeah, okay, so they play c4. I'll give a check. And I'll play queen c8, attack a6. Also keeping an eye on the c-pawn if it ever decides to run. Hey Vladit, sure, you can play after this game. Just send me a challenge on Lichess. Okay. Check. One move that stands out to me is h5. But I think they could just take the rook. Actually, if they take the rook, then there's queen e4. Queen e4 doesn't do too much. So I think I'll just play h5. I mean, it's the intuition move. And now they just allow queen f7 and an infiltration. Okay, that keeps an eye on this rook, so this rook can't take. Okay, check. Let's go knight h4, check, and knight g6. I'm anticipating like rook d1, rook d2. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm curious about this position. Am I actually winning here? Yeah, so I'm definitely winning. But was I always winning? Hey Bazzy, how you doing? Yeah, so rook d2 was probably was the best move according to the engine. Just analyzing this game, gotta see how I did. It's taking a little bit. Only one blunder? Hold on, where's the blunder? Queen h4 was a blunder? hold on. Bishop g5, queen g5, queen g5, knight g5, f6, oh, knight h7. I guess this knight never gets out. But yeah, I guess I'd be a little worse here. Like equal material, but my knight's kind of stuck. Except like bishop g6 maybe? Okay. Anyhow. We played the open gambit, so we're a little worse after bishop e3. They take f3, they take knight f3, bishop d3, castles. They should have castled. a6 seemed to be a waste of time. I mean, just queen e1 was good. Knight d5 seemed like a mistake. Just played bishop g5. And I was calculating like f6 a little bit. Okay, then I played queen h5, which was, I don't know, a little harsh to be a blunder, in my opinion. They could have just traded everything and been fine. But yeah, rook e1 was the best move. Then the entrance still wants them to take on g5, and I'm only slightly better there. But they go back to f6, knight c3, h6 was definitely a mistake. Okay, it was the best move. I mean, I just feel like it was an empty threat. Yeah, then after knight c6, the time was to strike with d5. Yeah, the stream's going pretty well. Just started, like, what's that, 30 minutes ago already? Okay. Engine wants me to hold on to the bishop, because this is kind of stopping them from castling. I decided to take on e6 first. And yeah, their best move is to take on d3. They take the bishop. Wow, rook e6. Yeah, I guess everything works here. But it's still the best move to take the bishop. I get a discovery on their queen. They play queen c8. Okay, a3 is the best move. Yeah, a3 is the best move by a pretty small margin. Knight c6. Ah, yes. I could have taken. They take on e4. I take on e7. They take the bishop, which is definitely a mistake because there are two pieces hanging now. And as you saw in the game, rook e1 picks up a piece. Take on e7. Sure. Do you want to send me a challenge, or do you want me to send a challenge to you in the chat? Flood it. I think I'll send a challenge. Okay, this will be a 5+0 game. There you go. You don't need an account to play, you just need to click the link. You can play as an anonymous user. It's a casual game, so anonymous users can play. Okay. Good luck. We'll play two knights defense. They go for a fried lever, we'll play d5, and knight d4, the Ulvestead. Okay, c3 is the main move, I'll play b5. Now the main move here is bishop f1. Okay, they take. I'll take c4. They can take e5. Then I'll take on d5. And they'll probably play d3. Maybe d4. There's also the move queen a4, I think. seems very annoying. I should really learn the openings here, but
Ooh, dinner. Thanks, guys.
it's been a while.
Oh, there's the pasta. Okay. Nice. I was like, where's the pasta?
It's the same utensil for getting both things in.
What?
Use the same utensil for getting both things in, the pasta and the meatballs.
This?
So,
Yeah.
White's up a pawn here.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. So.
Okay.
White's up a pawn here, and they're probably close to winning, but, you know, it's not the easiest thing to see.
An hour, honestly. We just need to reheat it a bit, honestly, if it's not cold enough.
Yes.
Still relatively fresh though.
What?
Okay, opponent's still thinking.
Still relatively fresh though.
I've seen the move Queen A4 before.
As long as it's fresh, it's good.
D4 is also an
It's not
option.
fresh.
Okay, Queen A4. Bishop D7. I'll take.
Honestly, you should think Logan and
They take D5.
and I just got the endings. Just did this.
All the moves I want to play. I'll defend the rook. It's probably a good idea. Let's go Bishop B4. Just want a castle. Okay, I'll castle. I'm anticipating D4 is getting played. In which case I have like Bishop E6. Okay, they play D. They play D4. We'll play Bishop E6. Okay. I think I'll take. And Bishop D5. Am I in G2? I'll play Queen D7. I'm 2 pawns down, but you know, I don't mind being 2 pawns down. Maybe C5 first would have been good.
Ooh. Who sauce?
Let's go Queen C6.
I don't know, but it's not fresh either.
It's from 2 nights ago. We'll target G2 now. We have eyes on C3. Okay, they play Bishop C5, and I think I'll just attack their rook. Rook E1. And does Bishop H1 work? That's kind of funny. Queen G3 is kind of forced.
Here.
Thanks.
Then I'll play
See that. Thank you.
Rook E6.
Yeah, we have
Okay, Rook E6. And I'll threaten to play Rook G6, pinning the king, or pinning the queen to the king. But that doesn't really do much, does it? Rook G6. And I'm threatening Queen G2 or Rook G2. Okay, they sack the queen. We'll play H takes. Okay, Queen F3. We'll attack F2. Hey Nightmares, how you doing? Let's play A5. Then we can like let the rook we needed. Okay, I probably should have taken C3. Okay. We'll lift the rook. Okay, they'll stop that. Where to bring the rook to? Maybe E8. Can break with F6. If they play E6, then well, we can obviously just win it with the rook, but you can also play Queen F4, Queen D5, and win it with the queen. So I played a few games before this, and right now I'm playing Vladit from the chat. Is that a L or a? I thought that was an L in the Twitch chat, but. So we played the Ovestead. Hold on. We played. So opponent went for the fried lever. We played the Ovestead with D5 and knight D4. We came to this position after we won their queen, and now I'm trying to win all their pawns. Okay, we'll take. Check. And queen e5. If they play rook e1, we have queen g5 and queen h4 and takes and c4 hangs. Okay. Let's play f6 so we can have some freedom of movement with the queen. We'll give it a check and queen f5. Let's go c5, attack the bishop, and check, and queen c1, attacking a3. Starting to run out of tricks. Let's go a4, a3. We'll defend. Check. Check. Win the rook. Good game. Hey, the special. How you doing? Oh, well, we just played a nice fried liver game. Okay. My pawn does not have rocket boosters. It cannot go from d4 to f6 in one go. Okay. For some reason, I just really like this position after e5 and knight e5 or knight d4 and then bishop d2. Hey, Starman Legend, how you doing? Okay. Knight d5. We'll play bishop d2, break the pin. I'll probably just take on c3 with the pawn. We take with the knight, just forcing the bishop back. My weekend's going pretty well. Watched some fireworks yesterday for the 4th of July. That's pretty cool. Let's go bishop d3. Okay. f5 is not very nice. I want them to castle so I could Greek gift them. Can still play knight g5 if I want. As long as they haven't castled, I can play knight g5. Okay, they castle. I'll play knight g5 anyway. h6, I'll go h4. Okay, they take. Dang it. Okay. Well, that happened. I'll play rook b1. Don't really want to take on c3 because then I lose my knight. I don't really want to take on d2 with my queen, so I'll take on that king. Oh wait, my bishop's pinned. Dang. Nice find. Okay. I have stuff hanging on both sides. Okay, what to play? Let's go queen e2, and we'll go king d2 as well. Let's go king d2. Anticipating some bishop to f3, and queen e3. Opponent is definitely brother A game right now. Just trying to cook me on both sides of the board. Only place one better is the center, probably. And the center points to the king side, so I should be attacking there. Okay, let's go rook g3. Okay. King e1. Okay, they go f4. But f4 could play rook g4. Let's go rook f3. They take h2, I'll just play king g2. King d2. Thanks for the gifted subs, the special. How you doing? You need to understand this chess? What about it don't you understand? Okay, let's go king d2. We'll put a rook on g1. Just basically trying to get their queen to move, so I can play queen e4 and checkmate. Opponent wants none of that, which is unfortunate for me because I just want to checkmate them. Okay. King h8, I just take on g4. Queen h2, I take on g4. Queen g5. I don't have to take on g4 because I can take g5 with check after they take gf3. Okay. Queen g5. I'll play h3. They can play like knight d4, which is wild. Wait, no. Knight d4 I take. Then I guess they take. And then I can't take. Okay. Let's go rook h3 with some threats on the h file. f3 I can... Oh wait, I can't take. Dang it. Okay, I can still play queen e3. I think I'm going to win their 2 pawns on the king side. That or I'm going to get brutally checkmated. One or the other. Okay, rook f4. Interesting. I'll play rook g3. Then I can take an f4. Opponent's once again low on time. Okay. Let's play rook h1 this time. Get this rook in. Let's go rook h7. Okay, the rook d7 I'll take. And let's go. Wait, I can't go bishop e4. They just take. Wait, no, if they take, then I can take their queen. So bishop e4. Okay. I'll take that en passant. They'll take. I'll take. Check. You're the only one. You're not the only one who can give discovered checks with pawns. Good game. Hey Becky. This community is mostly about chess. That's pretty much all that I stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How's it going? Let's see. I don't think I played this one the greatest. I think I allowed way too much on the king side. And then I blundered both g2 and b2. Good game, Vlad. Just gonna see how this game went real quick. Happens to the best of us. I mean, not everyone can play it 100% every time. Okay, bishop e4 was a pretty laughable mistake. Just apparently 97 is good. And yeah, it's not just 97 that's good. Could also sack the knight. Oh yeah, sacking the knight, open up the bishop, that makes sense. Okay. 97. Right. 97. Engine wants bishop e7. King c1. King c1 just drops a piece. Hold on. Then they get forked. Right. Makes sense. 97 would be a good move. Yeah. Apparently Vlad's better at chess than I am. I mean, you can kind of see from the rating. Those were some good games. If you want to play again, just let me know. If anyone else wants to play, we can do that, or I'll just play another game. Becky Pratt, thank you for the gifted sub. Let's go d4. Okay. e6. We can play another Alpine Gambit because it went so well last time. I was completely losing. Knight f5 was a nice resource. Okay, I'll play e5. I think just knight c6 is a fundamental. I think knight c6 is just a fundamental mistake in this structure. Okay. Bishop f2. Knight f3. Bishop h4 I don't even have to take. But I can just play like something crazy, right? Okay, we'll start with bishop to d3. Okay. Yes, so this happens. I think I'll just play g4 because g4 is funny. And knight h4. Okay, right, knight h4. I'll play knight d2. As soon as they move the knight, I'm gonna play f5 or h4 and then knight g5. Okay, they put the. Okay, this dang horse is getting my way. I'll just play h4, try to start something. I like starting trouble on the king side. Okay, rook g1. Let's play knight f1 to play knight e3 and move the knight. Actually, would knight g3 be better? Yeah, I think knight g3 is better, because then I can take with the rook and then double in the g file. Okay. Play queen d2. I defend f4. After knight g3, rook g3. Okay. No harm in taking an f5 that I can see. Okay, they played rook takes. I was kind of anticipating rook takes. I'll play a3, keep the queen out. Actually, just bishop a3 would be good though. Bishop a3, ba3, queen a3. Okay. Now I'll play rook g6. We'll threaten e6, but on a deeper level, we'll try to play rook g1. Okay, I play bishop f8. I can take h6, and then I'll take e6. cd4, there's knight d4, attacking a rook. They could probably sack it, honestly. I mean, like, I'm too quick to look at sacks, but I think that would work. Okay. What's wrong with knight e6? We attack the bishop. We attack g7. I can play like queen d. Oh, no, not queen d3. Okay. That could be a problem. I think I'll just play queen d3 though. I mean, rook c2, queen c2. I guess they could win the queen for the two rooks. Oh wait, no, the rook's on f7. Right. Hold on. Free bishop? Hold on. What's the point? Queen a6. Thanks, Anonymous Gifter, for the sub. Really appreciate it. Okay, hold on. Queen a6. Where does the rook go? Can't go there. Could it go there, maybe? Oh, that's clever. Except I just play c3. Okay, I'll just take the bishop. Okay, they go rook f4. But I'll take, right? Am I missing something? Oh, my rook. My rook. Right. Right. Let's go bishop d4. And we're only a pawn up now. Okay, h4 hangs. I'll take b6 though. Yeah, I'll take b6. Can play e6 next. That looks good. Okay, e6. Anticipating like rook f6, and then queen a7. Rook f4. Rook f4 would be annoying. Right, so of course my opponent plays it. Let's go bishop c3. My rook's defended. d4, bishop a5, and then like queen e3, maybe? Okay. What about your king, huh? Play bishop d2, bishop h6. Okay. Opponent plays queen e3 as expected. I can play rook e1 with tempo, and then I can play e7. There's no way to defend against e7 and the bishop's trapped. So what I need to do is not blunder a mate, which is surprisingly harder than expected. But I'm taking with check, so... Okay. What... I can... My first thought is rook e7. My second thought is like queen f1, queen c4. So I'll give a check and win the bishop with check, hopefully. If not, I'll just... Oh, wow. What am I doing? Okay. Rook e2. Hey, the baddest gamer, how you doing? Streaming's going pretty well. Wait a sec. That can't work, right? Queen c8. King has nowhere to go. We'll take with mate. Good game for my opponent. Okay, so that's 2 elephant gambits that I don't feel like I should have won. That I've won back to back. We'll see if anybody else wants to play the French against me. Okay. e4, e5. We'll go knight f6, knight c3, bishop c5, d6, anticipating like f4. Okay, knight e2 is a little weird. I think they just have this thing about playing a3 and h3. We'll take d5 on the way. Okay, what if I just triple my pawns? That has to be good, right? Yeah, tripling your pawns is definitely a good idea. Source, trust me, bro. We'll take knight d4. Knight d4, e d4, knight b5, castles. Hey Juliet, I'm Jackson. Nice to meet you. Okay, I was anticipating like knight b5. There it is. Something like b4 could get played, trying to pawn storm the queen side. Okay, they play. I don't think e5 works. I just have knight f3, knight e4, and I have discovered. Okay, that's not. I question what goes on in my head sometimes. I thought they had played like f3 or something, then I could play like discovered check and then win c2. As it stands, I'll win either the rook or d3. Or neither, apparently. Well, I get the rook. Okay. I'll take b2 to go. Knight a7 probably. Yeah, knight a7. Okay. Knight d3. I'll win one of these pawns. Not that guy, but one of the other guys. Okay. We'll take. Okay. I have this constant feeling that people are trying to annoy me to death. And I think it's being borne out by this person. Okay. Knight d3. We'll fork. They can play bishop takes c7, so it's not a full fork. But we're still attacking the rook. We'll probably win c5. Okay, now we win c5. Actually, I probably should have taken that with the rook. Now that I think about it. Hey Julia, Jude, thanks for the sub. Okay. If we want to do some lessons sometime, we can do that. Oh wait, did I just blunder? 987. Yes, I really should be less distracted while playing. Thank you for the support. Okay, so apparently one sub equals one hot dog. Action chess. Have I played this person before? Just give me some hot dogs and I can do the same. Hey, Some Cross Gamer, how you doing? Doing pretty good. We'll go for another Von Papil. Bishop G5. I don't know why it's taking me 10 seconds to play 3 moves. However, IRL lag, I guess. Doing pretty good today. Okay. F3, bishop F5. I think just knight E2. I really need to study this. H3 and G4 maybe. And then F4. Okay. I play H3. And G4. And knight F4. And I feel like I'm doing everything right. But oh, no problem. It's been a little different without you, but appreciate you showing up when you can. Okay, if we're gonna teach somebody chess, we should probably be more principled. E6, win the pinned. Okay. How about, wait, knight A4, there's queen B4. With which one's a piece? So I'll play bishop B3. Maintaining that. Gonna play like queen E2 next. And win E4. Okay, queen E2. We'll win E4. Take first the knight, and then apparently nobody wants me to have any fun. I'll play bishop C3, and they. Okay, I was gonna say they would maintain their extra pawn, but I guess they just hung D4. Okay, I have discovered attacks, but they don't really do anything. They would just play like queen C5 or queen D6 or queen E5. Okay, I think the time has come for an Italian. Let's go bishop F4, and we'll take on E4. Okay, queen C5. We'll play knight E4. Okay, queen E5, threatened mate. Don't really want to trade rooks because it gets on the file. Okay, they trade rooks. Okay, they take H3. Let's go G4. Knight H5, I guess. Okay, knight D5. I'll take. Can play C4, bishop F6, and rook telling me to D8. Okay, C4. Knight F4 maybe? Knight d3. Okay. I don't think that was a good move. Maybe it was. But now just rook d8. Okay, I can't go to f8. Let's go a3. Trying to kick the bishop out. Okay. Let's go bishop d1, attack the rook, and b4. Okay, they attack my pawn. I'll play b3, defend the pawn. It's probably a mistake. Wait, hold on. Knight d4 looks like a mistake. I'll play b4, bishop b6 and c5, or bishop d6 and c5, and then I can take on d4 with the knight, with the rook, sorry. Don't have a knight right now. Right, but c5, and where does your bishop go? Okay, I'll take. That probably wasn't a good move, but okay, let's bring the king out. Attack the knight. We can go f4. Wait, yeah, they go there. Okay, bishop g4. Try to wrap around. Oops. Try to get those pawns. Okay, c6 is going to be a little weak. Play king c4. Knight e3 is a thing. I'd really rather have the knight in this scenario. Oh wait, I just allowed knight c2. Okay, they don't play it. They attack f4. We'll defend. Oh wait, they take f6. I'm so blind. Okay, I'm down 3 pawns. Why not be down a 4th pawn? Okay, bishop d1. Gotta defend. There's knight c3, knight b1. Okay. a4. Let's not lose immediately. Okay, I thought the knight on d5 was necessary to stop king f6. Guess I thought wrong. Okay, I'll take. I'm not putting a fork, am I? Hold on. Wait, no, I can't take e6. Why didn't I? Oh. Okay. I'm taking. Queen b3. Take a4. Okay, queen f5 is even better. Is opponent gonna blunder stalemate? Okay, sure. Kind of played badly at the end of that one. Thought I would be able to outplay them in the end game, and I ended up getting outplayed. Okay, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Okay, c3. It's just transposed to Italian game. Okay, d4 is not played. But, okay, just e4 is hanging, but you know, blind and all that. Okay, let's play h6. Can't play bishop e6 because of d5. And I think we have to play g5 as well. Let's go bishop g4. Pin the knight. Something like bishop e2 seems a little passive. Okay, we'll take. And we'll take. And we'll play knight h5. Threaten to damage their structure. Probably taking the bishop. Taking the knight with the bishop. Okay. They'll also try to damage my structure, but hold on. This looks funny. Yeah, so I'll play rook e8. Oh wait, I just blundered a fork. Right. Don't think it's safe for me to cook in the kitchen anymore. Okay, the opponent's just giving me everything. Okay, can't take f2 because they'd take. So I think I'll play. Let's go rook e2. Oh wait. Yes. I did just blunder a full rook. Okay, they don't take. But there's nothing bad happens if I take f2. There are no discoveries. Maybe bishop d5 is what they'll play. Okay, I'm just above full piece. Ignored the full rook hang. Plus I have 2 extra pawns. I play h5 and knight f3 and mate. Yes, the blunders happen pretty regularly here. Opponent seems to have left the game. Okay, I can claim victory. I'll give him a couple extra seconds. Good game. E4, E5, F4, D5. Okay, I think I'll just take now. I've been trying to play a Pickler gambit for too long. Just play G5, G4, Queen H4. I think Queen H4 works. Yeah. Okay, why can't I just take? They can't take on G4. They can play Queen E2. But then I play G2, check. Okay, I think they've blundered. They should probably start running the king. Okay, Bishop G2 I did not see. I'll take. And, let's go G3. Hold on to these pawns. This queen stops Queen H5. Queen E1's no longer a thing. Well, actually, they could play Queen E1. Okay. Let's go Knight D7. Okay, but should I be worried about Queen E1 now? Okay, check. I'll take an E5. Okay, they stop me from taking an E5. I think I'll go. Wait, no, not King D8. Let's go Queen B6. Attack the knight. Force Knight C3. And like Bishop B4, and we gotta develop something other than the queen. Maybe Bishop D6. Okay. Let's go Knight D7. They defend the knight. They didn't have to go back as I had expected. Okay, Bishop G5 is the thing. I could play F6, and then Knight E5 might be a thing with Queen H5. Okay, I don't really like them off 2 pawns. I'd rather be the one who's down 2 pawns and attacking. Just need to get my king to safety. Let's go A6. I think go C5. Okay, C5 would have been a little concerning. But I think I'll just play something. Rook G8. Let's defend G3. If they go C5, I probably have to sack. Okay. C5, Queen B4, D6, takes, and Bishop E6. Bishop E6 threatening C4. Threatening Bishop C4, I mean. So yeah, D6, takes. Oh crap. Did I completely miss what my opponent was trying to do? Looks like it. Let's go Queen B3. D6, takes, Bishop E6, takes, Bishop C4, takes, takes. Okay. Alternatively, actually, yeah, I think I'll just play bishop e6. Oh wait, there's d5. Hold on. Okay, so bishop c4. They take with check, and I think they'll get 3 pieces for the queen. Okay, they'll get more than 3 pieces. So it's obviously a good queen sacrifice by them. I just missed bishop h6 in the line that I calculated. Okay, we'll take. And check. King d3. Is there anything else? No? They'll give me a piece with check. Looks good. Okay, their king's gone running. Thought that was a me thing to do. Let's go rook e8. Threaten that. Okay, they take. I'll defend. They don't have a check. I think their king's cooked. I don't know why the king's on f5, but it's on f5. Okay. Because I'm curious, let's analyze this game. Okay, they were winning after 97. Yeah, a6 is the only move here. c4 is bad, but only because of a6. Rook g8, bishop f4, knight f6. Okay, knight f6 is one of the options that the engine likes. c5, queen b4. Okay, a3 is good. Queen b3, d6. Okay, apparently cd6 is better. And I first said c takes, but then I just decided to play bishop e6 instead. They took bishop c4. They take with check. I take. And yes, bishop h6 is the best move. Although, it's not as big of a difference as I would have thought. I thought they would be a little better after bishop h6. Turns out, they're losing, and sacking their queen wasn't even the best option. Take with check. I miss mate in 1. Very funny. I take c3. They keep running. Okay. Queen d4 is the best move. King f5. Rook e8's best. They take. I take. And yeah, they resigned here. I do make bad paper airplanes. I don't know why that's relevant, but I like making bad paper airplanes, throwing them at people. Takes me about 10 seconds. Okay, I got a 2075. We'll go d4. And e4. Hold on. Didn't I say I should play an Italian? Or a Spanish? Right. Well, that's not happening right now. We'll play a Black Redeemer / Von Papil. Okay. I'm slightly better, but only if I play G4. I've only played it once before, and didn't go so well. But it wasn't because of G4. G4 was the best move. I've analyzed it before. Okay. What about H4 and Knight F6 and Bishop G5? Well, H4 just threatens. Hold on. Attack the bishop. And can we win H5? Well, we're gonna win one of these pawns. Either that pawn or this pawn. I'm hoping for takes, knight takes, f takes, queen takes, queen d4, and queen g6. Although this definitely isn't a good line for me. Of that I'm pretty sure. Okay, they take. I'll take. Imagine this was some secret prep I cooked up where they have tripled g pawns for half a move. And actually queen e6 is better than queen g6. Let's go bishop g5. Okay, they take. I do not think that's a good move. They have e4 hanging, e6 hanging, and g6 is kind of weak. They managed to defend all three, which is, whatever. I'll take. Take g6, take e4. Merge with better pawns. Hold on. Is the best move even queen e4? Then they'd have like takes and rook h4, right? So maybe I just don't want to allow that. Go h5. They can still take, I guess. Then I would just play knight e4. Wait, they can't take. Right. My bad. Knight e4. I'm creating a pin. I don't know why. But, fun. Rook h6. Gotta go queen g4. Eyes on e6, but it's defended twice. Gonna play bishop d3, unless knight d4. Wait, unless knight g4. Sorry, it's b4. Okay, still get bishop d3. And I'm probably gonna play king f1. Yeah, I can't castle. Okay, they go king g8. But why not just f4? I have no king safety on the king side anymore. Might play king d2, king c1, honestly. Okay, I'll take. I'm anticipating like knight take. Okay, they don't take the knight. Play knight g5. Bishop g5, fg5. Okay. With fg5, I think I'm just cooking. Oh wait, no. They can just take the knight, right? Okay, so with fg5, I'm just getting cooked. However, wait, what is bishop f5? Okay. Rook d5. And yeah, my bishop's just double attacked. Okay, that's fun. Very fun. I'll play king g3. Takes. King g4. I'll play like rook d1. Okay. Let's go rook d1. Gonna try to get my king to g6. Okay, we'll attack the knight. We'll pressure the knight and attack c7, b7, and a7. Let's go a3 here. Don't want to lose all these pawns. But I do want to hang a fork, apparently. Right. Did I hang the fork 2 moves in a row? Oh wait, no, they moved the rook to fork me. Right. Good game. I ain't winning that. Okay, I have a challenge. I'll play this game first, don't want to board. Then I'll accept the challenge. Okay. Let's play something moderately principled. Let's go for Queen's Gambit. Okay, they're not playing anything principled. This is martial defense, I believe. I can take and play e4. And e5. I don't think this is the best approach, but I should be comfortably better here. Knight f3. Okay. I think we'll go knight bd2. Defend that. Defend this indirectly. And I can go like a3 here, something I'm going to b4. Let's go knight b3, defend the pawn again. Bishop e2. Okay. Knight f... Wait, what? Knight f4, I take. Cool. Well played. That was not a very principled game. Wouldn't be surprised if I had a pretty high accuracy there, though. Probably like 90. 91, maybe. Okay, 95. That's pretty generous. Hold on. E6. E3. Yeah, I didn't like E3. Once bishop E5 and H3. Okay. Yeah, H3 makes sense. I just thought my, I don't really know what I thought. Yeah, knight f3 is better. E4 is also good. They go knight f6. And it seems that e5 is a small mistake. Well, moderate inaccuracy. Okay. What is knight c3? Knight c3, bishop f5. Okay, I don't really get that move. Okay. Knight b2 gave my small advantage away. They played e6, e3. And knight to c6, knight b3. Okay, knight b3 was the second best move somehow. Bishop e2, and they just give me a full knight. Cool. Gonna accept this game. This is a viewer, maybe a follower. I'm not entirely sure. Forgot what this person's Discord name was, Twitch name was, but we play the English. Knight f6. e5. Knight to c3. We'll play bishop c5. They got revenge on us. I think that was last night. But we beat them the first time around. Then they played a good game, beat us the second time. Let's go. Bishop e6, attack c4. Takes. Oh wait, am I just dropping a piece here? Am I dropping a piece here again? I feel like I've done this before. Okay. We'll take. D4 is just really good. Okay, king f8. We have two pawns for the piece. But they have like bishop to b7, winning back a pawn. Okay, we'll go c6. What are they gonna play? Knight e6? Knight e6, bishop e6, bishop c5, doubling the pawns, trading queens. Yeah, I did that. Okay. What about just d5? Okay, knight c6 takes, and okay, queen b6. Being asked to check Discord. Hold on. Opponent plays b3. Yeah, b3 is a good move. Wins a piece, I believe, for a4. a4, bishop a4. I've gotten two pieces out of their forward for trapped. I refuse to lose this game in 20 moves. I'm gonna just play on out of, I don't know, spite maybe. Just not gonna get my rear handed to me again. Okay. Queen b3. How do I get my rook into the game? King f7 and rook e8. Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Queen e6. Queen g4. King h6. Bishop checkmate. So, king back to f7. Oh, wow. Okay, wait, no. Queen g4 is impossible. What am I thinking? Okay, rook e8. Let's hit him with the d4. Oh, wait, they can play queen g4 now. Okay, yeah, queen g4 is the only move. Yeah. I was told that I'm good at creating practical chances, even when the position's worst. I was playing against this guy in Classical who said that. Leach has Classical. But having some trouble creating chances for myself recently. Okay, I'm down two pieces for two pawns. This is not an ideal situation. Wouldn't recommend any of you coming to this situation. Opponent plays bishop h3. Dang it. Okay, let's run the king. Seems to be one of the things I'm good at. Let's go g5. Okay. If we can sneak in king f3 and okay. Apparently, I'm not allowed to checkmate my opponent without their permission. Okay. No, wait. No, I just trade rooks. And I think I'll resign here. Okay, we shall accept the rematch, even though it'll probably go badly because not in form. Okay, it's a Sicilian. Let's play the open Sicilian because I shall have no fear of these people who try to checkmate me. We'll play it like a Smith Mora. If we can get the bishop on the long diagonal. Okay, opponent doesn't want us to get the bishop on the long diagonal, which makes sense. If I were black, I wouldn't want the bishop on the long diagonal either. What about e5 though? That looks pretty restricting. Okay. Rook e1. Defend that. Pin. Kind of. Okay, bishop f4. Can play queen d2. Okay, queen d2. We'll take on h6. g5. Okay, bishop g3. They can play f5. Wow. Okay. We'll go h4. I'm just getting pawn stormed on the king side. They're not that you're not supposed to pawn storm the opponent on the king side. Okay. We'll take. Knight c6. Okay. Queen d6. Let's go bishop e3. Queen b4. Play rook e1. Try to get another piece into the game. The only thing I have going for me for the compensation for the pawn is their bishop is pretty bad. And I guess they play f4 even. f4 would be annoying. Okay, I'm definitely taking the rook here. Actually, I probably should have taken the pawn. Seeing f4. Right. I'll take. They'll take. I'll take. Right? And if they take my rook, I'll take on e5. d5 could get played. Okay, d6. I'll take. That was a mistake. Maybe? Hold on. Rook e2. Okay. This is annoying. Rook d2. Turn d6. I have two pieces for a rook and a pawn. So, theoretically, I should be better. Also, g4 and d6 are hanging. Okay, not sure why the opponent resigned. They're still... It wasn't very clear that they were losing. Hey, Starman Legend, you still... Am I sus? Hold on, is that a indication that I'm sus? Oh, you're here? Cool. Being here is cool. Let's play d6. Let's not fall for that bishop e6 thing. Okay, we'll play bishop g4. Just being like h3. Okay, h3. Bishop f5. g4. Bishop g6. Break with h4. h5, sorry. Okay, opponent strikes in the center first. Takes. Bishop e6, want to stay on this diagonal, especially if they play d5. Okay, bishop e3. Okay. Queen e7. Oh, apparently I'm not sus. Cool. I feel like that's a mistake though. I'm definitely sus. Okay, 94 probably just drops a piece after knight g6. Takes the check. Takes, and then takes. So let's not blunder a piece like that. I think I'll just go h5. They probably take on g6. I'll play f takes, then g5. That's what I'm anticipating. You need to learn how to play as black better? Don't we all? Okay, 97. Okay, that's kind of rude. My opponent's trying to lock me out of the king side, trying to close down the king side. Don't like it. Straight off the knight for the bishop. Okay, knight d5. Let's go queen e8, so I defend the bishop, so I can play f6. Let's play a6, meet b4 with bishop e6, and knight b6. They play c5, we'll take. They take. They don't open the b file though, so I think we might be able to sack, in the future at least. Okay, if this knight moves, we have knight c5. Okay, we don't have knight c5 anymore. Let's go f6. Something about this just makes me feel like I'm not supposed to be the one attacking. Opponent's going to strike with a4 and b5. I think I'm just a little slow. Okay, they take g6. I'll take that. This knight defends e7. Okay, they play a4. I should probably move my queen before it gets forked. Okay, let's not go to f7. Let's not go to f5 either, same problem. Back to e8. Okay, that works. If they put a rook on e1, I'll play queen g8. Which pins the knight. Oh yeah, taking was definitely a mistake. Let's see. I'll take. Attacking the queen. They'll take. Dang it, I still can't take on c6 with the queen. So I'll just take rook a8, king e7, rook a8, king d7, the trade. Trading is interesting. Wait, they can just put a rook in d1, rook d1, bishop d6. Okay, I'll take. They'll take. King 6. I can take g5 next. Didn't want to run into rook e1. Okay. King e7. King e7, sorry. King f8. I'm definitely losing. Oh, that's brutal. Rook h6. Oh wait, I just blundered mate. Great. Good game. We can play one more. This time it'll be me who needs the revenge. Let's start with e4. They'll play this. He'll play Caro-Kann this time. Let's go for the advance and the tall variation. h6, g4. I think bishop e4 is better than bishop h7 because they play bishop d7. I'll go knight c3, e6. Okay, e6 strikes me as a good move. Now the bishop kind of sinks though. Okay, maybe not for much longer. I'll take. And knight f3. g4 is blocked by e6. The bishop position of g4 is blocked by e6. So we'll go bishop f4. Hold on to the pawn. If we go into e3, there would be d4. Takes, takes, takes. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm having a little trouble calculating tonight. Let's go queen d2. Line up on h6. They go a6. Go a3. With b4 on the way. Maybe. Okay, they go b4. b5. I want to just play b4 myself. Let's go a4. Chip away at b5. Okay, they play knight b4. I'll take. They can take my bishop. Okay, so they take my bishop. I'll defend b5. They take. I will go rook d8. And I think let's just castle. I want to attack b5. I wanted to win b5 with a knight, but I didn't want any of the complications of queen a1 check. So, okay, they go over there. Can bring another knight, or what's the alternative? In chess, there's often an alternative to your plan, like a different move you can make or something. Okay, knight g6, there's bishop g3. Yeah, knight g6, bishop g3. Starting to get a good feel of my opponent's style. Just trying to, stop them from castling. And if they castle, I can play f4 and f5. Pawn storm with the assist of the hook on h6 and the knight on g6. Okay, they take. They castle. Let us go f4. We have nice push pawns here. Okay. 92. Bishop b5 to try out the bad bishop. Knight b1. Knight d2. Could also play knight d1. I think I'll go knight. Oops. Hold on. Knight d1. Bishop b5. I'll play rook f2. Then I can still pawn storm. Okay. Let's go rook f2 now. Also play knight e3. Okay, they offered queen trade. I don't have to accept, but I think I will. And play f5. We'll take, and then e5 is defended. So they'll play like knight e7, knight e3, d4. Okay, they go to f8. A lot of knight rerouting this game. Play knight e3. Rook c3, there's bishop f4. Okay. I think I'll go bishop f4 now. And d4. Okay. I want to play rook g2, but then I'll get hit with d4. So I think I'll play knight g4 and rook g2. Knight h6. Okay, they're stopping me from playing my plan. I can play e6. Takes. Knight f6. Knight f6 takes, and bishop h6. Okay. e7. Let's play rook f1. And I can forcibly sack here, right? Bishop h6. And rook f8's threatened. Okay, they allow rook f8. I'll promote. And I'm down. Wait, how am I? Since when am I down 2 pawns? Okay. Then my opponent's gonna promote. Okay. This is bad. This is very bad. I wish I wasn't losing this game so badly. I'm also crying internally. All these people trying to stop me from winning. It's very unfortunate. Sure Nova had a night trade. Mate was possible. Okay. Well played. Do I want a rematch? Well, my opponent wants to play a new game with me, so Leech has been helpful, making my decisions for me. Let's go A6. Let's go something new. C6. I'll play D5. Okay, let's go E4 and D5. Takes. Let's go for H6. Okay, H6. Anyway. We could take. We could definitely take. I think I'll take D3. Yeah, good game. Last Dragon Tiger. Okay. I thought I was supposed to defend my pieces. I guess it's not fully hanging. I guess D5 is not fully hanging because of Bishop H3. So we'll go. Try to remove this knight. Okay, knight F4. I'll take. Let's go bishop E6, defend the pawn. Takes. Oh, I allowed queen G6. Right. Okay. Now, another game where my king is really bad in the corner, and my rook gets no play. Let's play E5. We'll go E4 as well. Actually, opponent could play E4. Then I'm kind of cooked. B5. For funsies. Shut down C4. Play E4. Play knight A5 to C4. Okay, E4 first. And then knight A5 to C4. Oh boy. Let's go knight A5. Oh wait, no, they can take. Right. Let's go queen C7. Attack the bishop. Attack the pawn. Bishop E4. And I drop 2 pawns. Right. Wait, hold on. Bishop E4. I don't have to move the knight. I can just take. Then takes. And then rook comes in. I could have trapped your queen. Hold on. Yeah. Did not see that. That was not in the plan. Okay, let's not blunder this horsey. They could also take, so. Well, if they take, I can take the knight. Then there's queen E6. Okay. I try not to lose all my pieces, but I'm losing all my pawns instead. Okay. What to do? What to do? Let's go queen f7. Okay, e5 is played. Okay, knight g4. And I can just run these 2 pawns on the board. These 2 pawns that up are pretty annoying. Okay, rook e7. Knight e7 or knight d5 or knight e5 I think would have won the queen. But of course I missed it. Is there d6 here? Okay, apparently my phone thinks I'm talking to it when I say d6. It just lit up. Okay, just d6. Yeah. What? This is just the greatest bishop of all time. Pinning my rook, attacking my knight. I gotta play here. And then there's rook e1 and knight e6 after rook e8. Okay, they just take. I guess taking is also good. b5. Wait, no. If they take on b5, I want to take on d1. Knight e3.
What's up? I was just talking with the Logan.
Okay, fork. Kind of. King d6.
That really teased me off.
Trying to play king e5. Struggling. King e4. c4. Wait, what? This is not game winning? It must be.
Use it to calm down and stuff. Yeah, just
I used to get tea all the time. Obviously, I'm actually a massive tea drinker. I even had it at River Rock last night. Yeah.
Okay, king g6, king f3.
You guys have
King g6, king f3, king g
Harmon's?
g4.
I guess we don't. I mean, I've only lived in like one small town, so like I don't really know about anything.
Drawing chance is possible.
We might have something like that.
Cool. I think you had to play g4, preventing me from taking your pawn, and then you could take on g6. And then if I went king g3, you would have king h5. Thanks. I kind of outplayed me for most of the game, and then I managed to swindle you in the end game. Well, that'll be it for me tonight. I'm gonna call it. It's been fun. Thank you all for showing up, and yeah, Blitz is pretty hard to find tactics in. You gotta make your own sometimes. They don't necessarily have to work. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time tomorrow.
What's that?
It's a nice
See ya.
place, but I've honestly